First, I'd like to start off by thanking the people from eDemocracy and the Rondo Library for putting together this project. I think this is a wonderful project that helps get people involved in the city council elections. I'm David Haas and I'm running for city council in Ward 5. I'm 30 years old. I'm a financial planner in a small family business that my father started 30 years ago. I'm married to my wife April, who's on the Heritage Preservation Commission in St. Paul and is studying to become an architect. She is a very patient, understanding person, and she has to be with me for over 13 years now. We first purchased our first home in the North End 5 years ago and are looking soon to start a family. When I started my campaign last November, I promised the people there that I would go out into the community and figure out the issues that are important to them and to bring those issues to City Hall. While that process has just started, there are a few things that people have consistently brought up, and I'd like to share those with you today. People are concerned at our aging population and the effect that that's going to have on the fire department, specifically the paramedics and the services they can provide. People are concerned about the reorganization of the recreation centers and how that will impact the services that they can provide. People are concerned about the lack of enforcement of the existing housing codes in our area. And people are also concerned about the lack of commitment to fight crime in our neighborhood. I think these issues are some of the basic services that a city should provide. And I think it's time that the city gets back to basics and focuses on these core critical issues. And I think we need a council member who will go down to City Hall and fight for these, not just in an election year, but on a day-to-day basis to fight to make our community stronger and safer. People have also talked to me and are puzzled at why, when we have near double-digit property tax increases, that the city has been unable to prioritize its resources to provide these basic services. They are also concerned at the fact that our current city council member is not focusing on the issues that are specific to our area. That is why I need your help today. I promise as your city council member to focus on these issues and to bring a voice from Ward 5 down to City Hall. Specifically, I would increase funding to the fire department, specifically to the paramedics, to ensure that as service calls continue to increase, that they get the resources they need to meet these demands. You know, the fire department and the paramedics have done a wonderful job so far, but this is a problem that's going to come up in the future, and we need to address it now. St. Paul has some of the best recreation centers in the state, but unfortunately, buildings don't just make a great recreation center. People do. I'm concerned that the city is not fully funding these areas and providing the adequate people with the adequate experience to provide the services that we expect. And I would fight hard to ensure that the city uniformly enforces the housing codes that existingly has throughout our community. Many people are frustrated when they go through extreme efforts to pull permits and do things the right way, and they look across the street and they see many houses with multiple code violations. I also believe, and I also will fight hard to ensure that the police department not only has the resources to fight crime, but also prevent it from happening in the first place. You know, another issue that's of extreme importance to people in our area is the vacant housing and the over 50% rental properties in our neighborhoods. I think if the city focuses on providing these basic needs, that we will be able to attract the young families that will help reduce the number of rental properties and the number of vacant housing. You know, our area is a wonderful area. It's a destination area. We have the St. Paul's crown jewel, Como Park. We have a wonderful education system that can provide you a free education from the beginning all the way through college. And we have some wonderful small business in a wonderful commercial corridor on Rice Street. I think if we get the city to refocus on providing these basic needs, that we will provide a foundation through which people will want to move to our community, invest in it. And I think, you know, as your council member, I would fight hard to make sure that this happens. So I think refocusing the city's needs will be a benefit to us all. And I encourage you to contact me at davidhaasforcitycouncil.org or 651-332-6627 and let me know if there is any other concerns or issues or ways in which you think we can make our community better. Thank you very much.